It didn't work. Looky there. That's never not worked before. Let's try again. Welcome back to the Sawmill, friends. It's Monday, and I got a few chores here to take care of this morning before we get started. I thought I'd bring you guys with me. You guys hang in there. This package right here came in over the weekend. It's from Harbor Freight. This is some new wrenches to add to the toolbox. Not sponsored, but man, I wish it was. I spend a lot of money at Harbor Freight. These are some non-slip wrenches. They were on sale the other day for like 40% off or something like that, but my local Harbor Freight, of course, sold out of them. So I got online and ordered me 2 sets. I got the metric and the standard, because that right there was a good deal. These right here are usually, put this knife down, these are usually like $130 a set, and I got both of them for the price of one. So I think they were 50% off. I'll have to look at my email on my order, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Pretty good value right there. So we got our metric set and our standard set, 14 wrenches per box. And also, just as important as the wrenches, we got this wrench organizer. And man, these are handy. Several different companies make them. I get these from Gear Wrench. I get them off Amazon. I'll leave a link down below. And I'll show you guys here in just a minute. They sure save you a lot of space in your toolbox. And they're cheap. So standard wrenches first. I've already got 2 sets of wrenches in here, guys. These are Icons, which I really like. And this is Pittsburgh over here. Not as good as Icon, but pretty darn good. There's nothing wrong with them. They're a little bit cheaper. And the reason we're going to have a 3rd set that looks just like these is because these are anti-slip right there. They say they can grab a bolt or a nut a lot better than a regular wrench will, and they won't slip as bad. I've never used them before, but people swear by them. In my opinion, other than real estate or like silver and gold, stuff like that, tools are one of the best investments you can make with your money. You can never go wrong with them, and if you take care of them, they'll hold their value. So here's the little case that it comes in. Nothing wrong with it, but check it out. You put it in there, and look at how much space that takes up. I mean, my goodness, you're losing all this right here and all this. You're losing a lot of real estate, and based on the way they're in there, it's just not feasible. These holders right here are similar to the ones we're going to use today, and check them out. Look at all that room you have right here by using those. Man, they work good, and they save you a ton of space in your toolbox. So if you're getting into tools and you start buying these Icons, use these holders because there's nothing wrong with them, but then go to Amazon and spend yourself about $20 or whatever these cost. They're not very expensive, and get some of these and throw this away, because that right there is a lot better way to store your wrenches. And you can use it for your screwdrivers as well. Check it out. And this is not sponsored by nobody today, to be honest with you, so let's go ahead and get that out of the way. These Williams screwdrivers right here are the best ones I have ever used. Man, these are nice. All right, guys, let's see if this still works. It didn't work. Look at there. That's never not worked before. Let's try again. My goodness, what's going on today? One more time. There we go. It worked that time. And since I double snapped, I bet you the metric ones got installed also. Yep, they sure did. Right there in that corner. And guys, just to touch on these holders one more time, look at how much space you have left right there. And you can move this stuff around and make it even better. But before, all this was covered up. Now we have all this right here to put extra wrenches. Although, having 3 sets right now, I doubt I need any more. But you can never have too many tools. So some of you guys have been asking me for a toolbox tour. Let's do that right now and get that out of the way. But before we even talk about it, let me go over these labels real fast before the keyboard warriors lose their mind. So as you guys can see, I got labels on just about every drawer on these toolboxes here. And most of these are bought. You can buy these little sets on Amazon. And some of them I make, like Seal Puller right there. And every time I show my labels on these drawers right here, somebody in the comments, more than one usually, loses their mind because I have labels on my drawers. Well, here's the reason why. And here's an example. Seal puller right there. Okay, open this up. There is a seal puller. You know how often I use this seal puller? Maybe once a year, maybe not even once a year, maybe even once a decade, you know, who knows? This is something you don't need all the time, very rarely, but it's nice to have it. So therefore, I got a label for it because I don't know when I'm going to use it. And if I use it once a year, I'll come up here and I'll say, I need my seal puller. I won't have a clue where it's at. I don't open up these drawers every day. That's why I like labels and all this stuff. And it's no different than this stuff over here. I have labels on all these drawers right here. 3-point pins, there you go. No label because it's empty. So let's get into it. This is a US General Series 3. It's got this top it opens up. There's my little Bucky's cell phone holder right there. Got my Milwaukee battery powered radio. Got some Allen wrenches right there. Just some miscellaneous stuff. When I'm up here working, this stays open. That's where I put my phone and everything. So coming down here, we've got air tools and specialty tools right there. And also my super secret tool that helps you find water. I'll show you guys one day how that works right there. And it really does work. Right here below it, we got excuse me, I can't talk, look over me. Crowfoot wrenches and box end wrenches. That drawer sticks sometimes, and some plumbing tools. Not a whole lot going on right there. Then we have some Allen keys right there. That's a whole set of Allen keys. And this right here is a good example of terrible storage. These are icons, and I need to order a better storage device for these. It's taking up way too much room right here, way too much room. And those are smaller sets right there. We got power tools, some impact drivers, some drills, some Hercules drills right there. Those are Harbor Freights. They work really good, but I prefer Milwaukee. Of course, the seal puller. Got my Zert tool, a few instruments in here, and a few punches. Here's some knives right here, miscellaneous right there. All right, moving on. Measuring tools, levels, multiple measuring tapes, all kinds of stuff. See here, we got zip ties and my electrical testers, my fluke tester, a battery tester, a few things like that. Let me see, got my label maker right there, which I rarely use anymore, some scrapers. Got some batteries right there, which is pretty low on batteries. I need to stock up on batteries, my goodness. Eye protection, which I never wear, so it makes people mad in the comments. Hydraulic couplers right there and hydraulic caps. That way you can figure out what fitting you're messing with. And down here at the bottom, got some O-rings and some bushings. All right, so this big drawer right here has all my sockets in it. Of course, you have all three sizes right there, metric and standard, all your adapters, everything you pretty much need to work on anything you want to at a farm. Got it all there. And right below it, we have our ratchets right there. Got some of these battery powered Milwaukee ones. They're really nice. And also your manual ones, mostly icons. They work really good, not sponsored. I wish it was. These are icons as well. Probably more ratchets than one man needs, but I like tools. What can I say? Coming down here, we got taps and dies in those two sets. A gear puller and some bolt removers right there. Hose clamps. A little Dremel tool that I use sometimes. It's actually pretty handy. I use this a lot, and it's cordless. Got small drill bits in that drawer. Coming over here, we got some more O-rings and some torque wrenches right there. Let me see, sometimes these labels pop off. Got some scissors and some cutting tools in that drawer. It needs better organization. I already looked at that one. And down here at the bottom, we got a Sawzall, some grinders, and a heat gun. All right, let's bounce over to this one. The very top, we have my batteries, shop lights, flashlights, a little set of nut drivers right there, and some odd little screwdrivers and stuff for like door handles, and some little pits and stuff. See, Torx and hex socket keys right there, and an extra set of screwdrivers that I probably didn't need, but Harbor Freight ran these things at 50% off around Christmas. I really didn't need them, guys, but I thought I would get them. I'm not sure why I got them, to be honest with you. Probably because they were cheap. Not cheaply made, but cheaply priced. Electrical tools right here. Got wire strippers, all my pliers, my insulated screwdriver right there, some testers. Here's the actual screwdriver drawer. You guys already saw that. Got some really nice Kleins back here that are insulated. I've had those forever. And this cheap little set right here was at Tractor Supply at Christmas time for like $3. And I got 2 sets of them. Probably never open them up, but I got them if I need them, I guess. We got some drive bits right here below it. All different sizes on that. That's a whole set right there of Sonettes. Those are good to have. Got some chargers right here, some no-go chargers. Gotta have these, guys. They will jump start a bulldozer if you need them to. Great to have around, and they don't weigh nothing. Really light. Hitch pins for the tractors and the attachments right there. I could probably organize that a little bit better. Got some shackles right here and some hooks. That stuff's handy to have. I use those all the time. Got some files in here and some large hose clamps and a horseshoe rasp right there. I'm not sure what that's doing in here. I'm not sure why I even have that, but oh well. And here we have some manual clamps, mostly Irwin's, and that one I use for hydraulic couplers. It works really good. You see here, staples and tape. Battery powered staple gun, Milwaukee. That's really handy to have. All kinds of different sizes of tape right there, and packaging tape. Then there at the bottom, shop rads and paper towels. And also, that's also a U.S. General box right there. And so is this one right here in the middle. So on the very top, it's got very common tools I use all the time. All my channel locks are in here. All my crescent wrenches. Just all kinds of different stuff. My pry bars. All kinds of different things that you use daily. This is where I go to most of the time. I need to grab a tool because it's easy to get to, and that's where I keep all my stuff at that we use every day. So right here we have some impacts. We have 3/8 and 1/2 inch. Those are Milwaukee's. The rest of these are Icons right here. Got some swivels right there. I don't have a complete set in this, but I pretty much have every size and every variation I think I would ever need. Got ratcheting wrenches right there below it. And I got a few missing. I am not sure where those are at. My goodness. I'll have to find those for this day is over. That would drive me crazy. I can't believe I didn't put them back in there. And that's more of those organizers right there, guys. Man, those things are nice. Of course, wrenches, we've already done that because we did that today. Metric wrenches below it. Got large wrenches right here toward the bottom. Right there. The biggest one's 1.25 inches. I need some bigger ones than that, to be honest with you, for some of these tractor parts. Some of them need 2-inch wrenches. On the very bottom, we have hammers and chisels and mallets. Pretty good variation right there of different stuff. And also over here on the side, this is another impact by Milwaukee. It works really good for tight places. Then we got a 3/8 and a 1/2 inch right there. And I have another 1/4, but I think it's at the Sawmill right now if I can remember. So that's pretty much all the toolboxes. I do have these little small U.S. General ones. These are really handy for like pins and stuff. Really nice to have. I have probably 5 of those laying around. And I have Icon flashlights right there, and this little magnetic shelf right there. Just handy things to have. You know, if you can find something magnetic to stick to this, it'll save you some storage space, like this little holder right here. And Harbor Freight sells all this stuff. It's really good stuff, guys. Paper towel holder. Another holder right there with nothing on it. Same thing, you know, etc., etc. And none of this stuff is sponsored, guys. Everything you all just saw, including these toolboxes, I paid for. And it was a lot of money. I'm not sure how much all this cost. I'm sure this whole setup right here with this little side drawer cabinet That was probably $1,200 at least. I think these are $500, and that out there is probably about $500 as well. So a nice tool setup, and to be honest with you, I'm still adding to it, but I've got pretty much everything I need here at the farm in all these toolboxes here. And if you guys see any improvements I can make here as far as organizing these toolboxes, please let me know down in the comments below, because I'm always trying to make this setup a little bit better.